Hello again, I'm Nick, and these are the Skullcandy Crusher Wireless. Skullcandy did an amazing job with these, taking what worked from the original Crushers, their great sound and adjustable haptic bass, and revamped the style. These are the most refined, well-made, and in my opinion, best sounding headphones they've ever made. You can pick these up right now for $199. Opening up the packaging, you'll find the headphones inside of the included travel bag. The bag has a durable feel to it, and the inside is super soft. There are two pouches to keep the included cables. You'll get a 3.5mm audio cable with an inline mic, as well as a standard micro USB cable to charge. And like most other devices these days, you don't get a wall adapter. Lastly, there's some documentation. There's a quick start guide, a mic user guide, and warranty information. Starting off with the design, Skullcandy really went for a clean look with these. There's nothing flashy about them, and even the branding is very subtle. The headphones are made mostly of a nice smooth matte plastic. They have a really nice feel and do a good job resisting smudges and fingerprints. The top of the headband is covered in leatherette, and the inside is lined with rubber. There isn't a ton of padding, but they still feel very comfortable on the top of your head. There's a stainless steel slider to adjust the headphones. It has a firm and smooth slide. Pretty much everything about these has a premium feel. The ear cups will pivot up and down, and there's a tiny amount of swivel from left to right, but there is a small creak when they swivel. This is the only thing that doesn't have a high-end feel. But it's not that big of a deal in my opinion, and they feel really well made otherwise. The cables attaching the ear cups are exposed, which some people might not like, but the cable's thick and seems well reinforced, so it's not something you need to worry about getting damaged. They have a foldable design too, which is nice if you're going to travel with these. There's memory foam padding over each ear cup that's wrapped in leatherette. There's a ton of cushioning here and they're super comfortable. They fit really well over my ears and they don't squish down. The leather does get a bit warm, but they are lined with cloth on the inside to prevent sweating, and I find them very comfortable to wear for hours at a time. There's a good amount of clamping from the headset as well, but that helps to keep them secure and create a good amount of noise isolation. These aren't the lightest pair, but they're on par with other wireless headphones. They weigh in at 275 grams, which is roughly the same as the Beats Studio Wireless and a little lighter than the Bose QC35. These are really one of the best looking and most comfortable pair of headphones out there in my opinion. There are volume and playback controls on the right ear cup, as well as a LED indicator. There's a dedicated volume up and down, which will also function as skip forward a track and back. Although skipping back will only restart the current track, it won't go to the previous track. The multifunction button will power these headphones on and off, put them into pairing mode, play or pause a track, and a double press will activate Google Now on Android, but it won't bring up Siri on iOS. There are voice prompts that'll tell you when you power them on and are connected to a device, and they'll also warn you when the battery gets low. The buttons have a nice click to them, and they're very easy to use with your thumb. It's easy to tell which button is which just by feeling, so you won't be fumbling around when you want to adjust the volume or pause. On the left ear cup, you'll find the slider to adjust the level of bass, which I'll get to in a moment. The slider has a very premium feeling smooth glide to it, and it's very easy to adjust and find just the right level of bass. There's also a USB port to charge and a 3.5mm audio jack. With the included audio cable, you can use these as wired headphones. I was surprised to find that even the bass slider works when the battery is dead. I was expecting the bass drivers to be powered by the battery, but that's not the case. The audio cable has an inline mic and a single button control to play, pause, answer a call, or skip tracks. It worked perfectly on my iOS devices to play or skip tracks, but it was hit or miss for me on Android. I couldn't get the button to work on my Nexus 5X. I was also disappointed that it wouldn't work with my PlayStation 4. The headphones played back just fine, but it wouldn't recognize the mic for voice chat. If anyone got theirs to work, let me know in the comments below. Moving on to the sound quality, the Crusher Wireless include dual drivers in each ear cup. There's a traditional 40mm driver that handles the full range, as well as a second 34mm haptic driver to handle the bass, and that amount of bass is controlled by the slider. When the bass is turned up, you can actually feel it, like you would with a real subwoofer. When the slider's all the way down, the Crusher Wireless deliver a warm sound with detailed mids and rich highs. They sound very accurate overall with a heavier bottom end. Bass is tight and responsive, kick drums have a punch to them. There's a good amount of stereo separation, vocals are well defined and highs are nice and crisp. You could listen to these with the bass slider all the way down and be very satisfied with the amount of bass, but when you turn them up, even just a bit, it makes a huge difference. I found that turning up the bass to about 30% was a good balance for me. You can get the nice thumping of a subwoofer without drowning out any detail. Any more and the bass really takes over. It'll literally shake your head. At full blast, the bass is just too overpowering for me. If you've ever been in a car with multiple 12 or 15-inch subwoofers, this is really what it sounds like. If you love bass, then these are the headphones to get. Nothing matches this amount of control you get over the bass. Watching movies and playing games with these is even better. I love deep and powerful bass for movies, and these sound better than being in a theater. Action sequences are awesome, and you can actually feel the explosions. These are the best headphones to use for watching movies by far. They can get really loud too, and they don't distort, although at loud levels with the slider all the way up, it's just too boomy and muddy for me. But you can find just the right balance for your taste, and when the volume is lower, being able to still hear the bass is nice. You won't find NFC for quick pairing like you will in other headphones, but Bluetooth performance is great. I was able to get nearly 40 feet before I began losing connection. I was easily able to get a good signal all around my home and listening for hours without any drops or hiccups. Battery life is rated at 40 hours, which is better than pretty much everything out there right now, and as I said before, you can use them as wired headphones if the battery dies. The mic quality is awesome as well, better than any other pair of headphones I've tried. Call quality is loud and clear, there weren't any echoes, and the caller on the other end couldn't tell I was using a headset. Overall, I'm really impressed with the Crusher Wireless. They sound great overall, and if you love bass, then these are the headphones to get, hands down. They have a great build quality and premium feel, they have a clean and subtle look, the best battery life that you'll find, and they're super comfortable. So let me know what you think of these in the comments below. If you like this video, please hit the like button, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content. Thanks for watching.